Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Root Chill. So, before starting the today's topic, just wanted to remind you that we already upload a video on how to be placed in Infosys and the different ways. And if you want to check that, please go through our description box. I already mentioned the link in the description box. So, our today's topic is how to get placed in Infosys through aptitude test. First of all, we should know what about the company Infosys. So Infosys is an Indian multinational corporation that provides consulting, information technology and outsourcing services. The company was incorporated in the year 1981 as Infosys Consultants Private Limited by Mr. N.R. Narayan Murthy at Karnataka, and the current CEO is Salil Parekh. Next slides contains the rounds for Infosys recruitment process. So the first round is written test. You must have to clear this round for further process. So in this test, there are five sections in Infosys. Online test and online test detailed information will be provided in next few minutes. If you clear this round, then the next round is technical round followed by HR round. So online test has five sections. So which is in quantitative, reasoning, verbal, technical, or we also called as pseudo round and puzzle. Earlier there was only three section, but for from 2021 batch, the pattern has changed, and there are five sections. One section includes topics like cryptography, data arrangement, and boat and stream, DI, that is data interpretation, percentage, permutation and combination, mixture and allocations, and many more topics which is mentioned in this slide. Please have a look into this. And the most important part is you have to complete 10 questions in 35 minutes, which is fine. I think if a student have a command work once, then she can complete this before time. So now the next section is reasoning section. In this section, you have to cover topics like DS, data sufficiency, and the most important and difficult one you have to face is DI, data interpretation. You have to give time to these type of questions, and various other topics which is mentioned in slides like logical reduction, syllogism, number series, clocks, and calendar are also. And for this, then you have to complete 10 question in 35 minutes, which is sorry, and 15 question in 25 minutes. So the next section is verbal section. You have to complete 20 questions in 20 minutes, and the topics are reading comprehension, sentence correction, parajumbles, error spotting, one word substitution, analogy, fill in the blanks, sentence selection. These are some of the topics. And now the next section is technical section. So in this, you have to face five questions in 10 minutes, and it consists of pseudo codes. Basically, we already if we are in CS branch, then we already solved these types of questions. And this section is not so tough. If you have basic knowledge of programming language and data structures, then you can solve it easily. But the main thing is which you have to keep in mind is snippets. Snippets are in C language, so you should know about this language too. And now the next section is puzzle, and it contains four questions, and you have to solve within 10 minutes. And one example I already mentioned in the slides. Please look into this and solve it. Okay, so let us know about what happens after selection in aptitude test, or online Infosys test. So in this, they will provide you result via college placement officer, or in your particular mail, and from that point you have to prepare yourself for interview, that is technical and HR. And in technical interview, they will ask you some basic questions on DBMS and your favorite programming language, or DS, that is data structures. Maybe they go deep in this. This depends on interviewer mind. And some of the questions are, which is asked during my interviews are, what is difference between tuple, list, and dictionary? As I choose Python as my programming language. And for C, they write some code and ask you tell the error or output. And they can ask you about structure, union. And in DBMS, they can ask you about joins or subqueries, etc. If you need details for the interview, please feel free to comment below. I will love to make videos on that also. And so now next round is HR round. It is not as difficult, and they will ask you about some basic questions like, are you comfortable with reallocation, night shifts, and where do you want to see yourself, etc., etc., like your hobbies, strengths, weakness. Okay, now this is from my side, that what are do's and don'ts for this whole process. I believe practice is the key. You have to be work hard in quants and verbal section, because these two sections will take time if you don't have practice. And if you don't practice, and if we don't practice, then we cannot solve within time. So, and if we talk about reasoning, that's totally depend on your mind. Like there are questions, find one out, find odd one out, and you have to use your mind. No one can teach you this. आप अपनी प्रैक्टिस से कर सकते हो इस सेक्शन में, पर कोई आपको पढ़ा नहीं सकता है। हाँ, ट्रिक्स वगैरह बताई जा सकती हैं, लेकिन नथिंग एल्स। अब ऑलवेज एंड yeah, as Infosys comes under IT companies, so you have to prepare data structure or programming language. Without this, you cannot crack any recruitment process. And for interviews, I will say always carry a smile on your face, a light smile. It gives good impression, and be confident. And the next thing, which is utmost important, it is not your last opportunity. If in any stage you have not cleared any of the round, don't worry, you can make it in your second or third attempt. You can we always said by our पूर्वज something, अगर आप दिमाग में रखोगे, सब कहते हैं, ऑलवेज कीप योर माइंड पॉजिटिव, दिमाग में हमेशा पॉजिटिव रखना चाहिए। सो वो सिर्फ कहने के लिए नहीं होता है। इफ यू कीप योर माइंड पॉजिटिव, you end up with moving in a positive direction. So stay calm, you will nail it, don't worry. थोड़ा मोटिवेशन ले लो फ्रेंड्स। Okay, now, so this is all from my side. Thank you. And if you have any queries, feel free to comment below. And the link for previous video is mentioned in description box. And please do like, share, subscribe, and this channel.